Kathy Hatrick-Anderson here with a training tip on cross-tying your horse. This barn was built as an antique barn, so it's not very safe. We haven't ever had a problem in it. I don't cross-tie right here. We're going to move her in a minute. I just want to show you the wrong way to cross-tie, which is this short. Okay? A lot of people, they tell me they tie this short because if they let the horse go long, they're going backwards and forwards, you know, and for that problem, you know, I tell them to have a whip down here so you can make the horse move up. So this makes a horse nervous. It'd be like me saying, don't move, okay? They can't even have their natural head carriage. So we don't want to have it too tight. Okay, so you can do a couple of things. One, this has adjustment on it. This to make it longer. And if you don't have any adjustment on it, then you can use baling twine. So over here, we can, you're not leaving, we can attach this to some baling twine to make it a little longer, if we don't have any way to make it longer here. Sorry about my back. So we can make it longer. The other thing you can do is you can add a double-ended snap. A lot of these comes with bull snaps, and they're really hard to handle. So if you put a double-ended snap on a bull snap, that's another way that you can make this nicer for you. This panic strap, a lot of people have this on incorrectly. Okay, if this horse started panicking, rearing up in another barn where they have a high ceiling, the last place I want to be is under her feet. I'm not going to come over here to do that, okay? So if I come over here to do that, which I never would, been there, done that, not touching it, she'd still be tied by the other side. I'd have to come over to the other side and do that as well, but I am not getting anywhere near her feet. This is not the correct way to attach the panic straps. This is over here. It's over here. The horse is rearing up. I can just come over here and do this. Now, yes, this is going to be drag and following the horse now, okay? So pick your scenario. Get the horse used to it. You can put a sock over it, wrap it, get the horse used to being able to throw that down or toss it at him, of course not with the metal. But the other thing I want to mention, people assume this release it's on its own. It doesn't. You have to, I can come on here, put all my weight, and it's not going to release. You have to manually go over here to release it. Okay? I go into barns, and this is so high, the shortest person in the barn cannot get it. So if you can't go find a chair, it has to be lowest, that the shortest person in the barn can actually release it. Thank you. And then what I'm using now, it's called the clip from Smart Tie. And I don't get paid. I like these from the company. I like these so much I won't share them. I know of several horses that have died from being cross-tied and flipping over backwards, breaking their backs, or just horrible scenarios. So I feel confident it's never going to happen here. So these clips, train, they attach here. It lets the horse have a drift. It doesn't have that hard panic that they would get using the panic straps. Okay, the panic things here, you have to go over and manually undo, but even before that, it's like this. That's what makes the horse run backwards to begin with. Okay, when they spook and they hit the hard end of that. Okay, and then you have the other Velcro ones, and that pretty much teaches them to pull if they can pull those loose. Okay, so with this, if the horse does panic and pulls back up, they're going to pull right out of here. Normally, they're not going to pull out of there at all. Because of the drift, they pull back a hair and then come up. But if they do, they're dragging this, they're not dragging that snap that's going to hit their legs. And you can catch them easy, okay? So, I really like these. What else can we say? I tie, this is the correct way to put these in. This is an older model. The new model with the screw, same way. I keep a breakaway halter on the horse's head. This is the new model of the clip. You can tweak it. If your horse pulls really easily, you can tweak this so it makes it a harder pull. You don't want any leather snap on the end of this. No leather poppers. So you can find these at a tack store. I think it's 3/4 or 1/2 inch. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's that thick. And after a while, these will wear. You can get a new one. I heard you can put a a fabric softener cloth on here to make these smooth. I use them in the horse trailer. Okay. The clip ties. So the other thing I just want to make sure you do, this has to be short, where if you're not using the clips, that the shortest person in the barn can release it. You want the horse to have his natural range of motion. Okay, he doesn't have to be so tight. Okay, the horse doesn't have to be like this. Okay, that's too tight. That makes the horse panic if you hold him tight and you're doing like this. Okay, so you want to let the horse have his natural head carriage. Okay, if you have a horse that wants to go back and forth, and that's why you're tying him tight, you're fine. You can just keep a whip down here and say get over. If the horse goes way over that way like that, you come over here and you say get over. Okay? Also, by keeping this rope here, you can keep a rope on them, so when you go to brushing them, if they take a step forward, you give them a correction. It's all about timing with horses. And the last thing I want to show you is if you don't have any of those ties and you want to do a quick release, okay? A quick release. Train, the train. If I want to do a quick release, this is what I'm going to do. Or if I'm tying a baby horse, or a horse that's not used to being tied, this is what I'm going to do first. I'm going to loop this through the ring, 2 lead ropes just like this. I'm not going to tie it at all. So the horse thinks he's cross-tied. Once the horse gets used to it, if you don't own a clip, like I said, you can just fake tie them so they can get used to that confinement, and you can get them used to that without them getting in trouble. If you do a quick release, I do a daisy chain. So you just keep on going, continual. That way, if the horse does pull back, it has that far to go and it doesn't tighten here. Okay? The old-fashioned quick releases that we used to do and still do like that, when the horse sits on it, this becomes too tight that you can't pull it. Thank you. Stay safe with your horses.